Hello everybody and welcome to the first episode of the Veritas weekly podcast. My name's Daraway and in this podcast we're going to be covering upcoming games, the latest news and other stuff going forward. But first of all, let's give the other hosts a chance to introduce themselves, and they're going to do it in a style of my choosing. This week I've chosen they've got to introduce themselves in a girl's voice. So away you go guys, in a girl's voice.
Hello, my name is Alex.
Hello, my name is Graveclaw.
Pathetic.
Hello, Porter.
Hello, my name's Venom. And Dara, if you want to introduce yourself in a girl's voice, just for a bit of effect.
Already, mate.
In a girl's voice, in a girl's voice.
I'm good. Let's talk about what's coming up in the next week instead, shall we? Because I'm good. I'm quite happy for me to tell you how to do it and for me to never ever have to do it. So I'm good.
Right.
Maybe as a 100th episode special, we'll just do a compilation of me doing every single style in just one video. You know,
That'd be incredible.
Or I tell you what, I'll do it if we reach like 200 subscribers on YouTube.
Come on, people.
That's
But
it.
no.
Incentive there, subscribe.
Yeah, I mean, I sang for 10 subscribers, so I expect nothing less from the main channel 200, you know?
Yeah.
So, Venom, why don't you tell us what's coming out in the gaming world in the next week?
Alright, on the 11th of October, there's XCOM coming out. And also on the 12th of October, we have Dishonored coming out.
So, who's looking forward to XCOM?
No one.
Okay, who apart from me is really excited and looking forward to XCOM?
With all honesty, I've never heard of it until now, so...
Same.
None of you's ever played UFO, XCOM UFO?
No.
No, never heard of it.
Please explain what it is for us.
Oh my god, I'm quitting. That's it.
So
I'm
what
done
is
with
XCOM?
this show. I've had it already. That's it. How he's not heard of XCOM?
I heard of it on Sunday. I saw a poster thing at EuroGamer saying XCOM. Didn't know what it was, just kept walking.
Can you explain what it is then, Dara?
Basically, aliens have invaded the Earth, and you're an elite group called the XCOM unit that has to go in and take out the aliens. And to do so, you must take the alien technology and research it and stuff and make new technology. It's kind of an RPG, kind of an RTS with a huge strategy element involved. The original UFO was turn-based. You'd make a turn and shoot, then the alien would make a turn and shoot. I don't think it's like that in the new one. But awesome game, and I'm looking forward. This is meant to be the closest sequel in the XCOM series because there's been a lot to the original UFO. So I'm hugely looking forward to it, and you're all losers.
Looking on their website, I see they have a demo. Have you played the demo?
No, because I'm buying the game regardless.
You haven't played the demo though.
Oh, you can't give us like first-hand experience. You're useless to a start.
I'll do that next week, episode 2. You'll be like, Dara, what you've been playing? I'll be like, XCOM, nothing but XCOM, because it's the best game in the world. And you'll be like, oh, well, I've been playing crappy little Dora the Explorer. Venom.
Dora the Explorer, Hunt of the Unicorn, or whatever it was. Kingdom of the Unicorn was incredible. Might even do a gameplay feature of that.
So, who's looking forward to Dishonored?
Me. My hand is actually raised and I don't know why I did that.
Yeah. Well, Dishonored does look pretty cool. We saw it at EuroGamer, but obviously it was an 18, and obviously, and we couldn't play it. Me and Alex couldn't play it because we're too young. But Portain went and played it. So what was it like, Jordan?
Nor him.
It was interesting, to say the least. It's definitely something new. I've never played an FPS like it. Alex could probably tell you a lot what it's like, so Alex, take it away.
Alright then. As you obviously know from playing games, you can say there's like no new IPs come out. You just got like there's Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3, Halo 4000. So the entire point of Dishonored is something new. It's a steampunk kind of fashion thing which hasn't been done in a long time, and if I'm going to compare it to anything, it'd probably be Borderlands, in the style that it's very difficult to do sometimes. It's very different.
Borderlands is not difficult.
Are we still talking about Dishonored here?
Bioshock. Wrong word. Wrong game. Completely different game.
Are we still talking about Dishonored?
Bioshock is what I'm on about. Okay? Bioshock.
Dishonored, aka Assassin's Creed in a steampunk world. Are we still talking about that?
Yeah, I compare.
That's all it is Assassin's Creed.
No, it's not. Be quiet. Assassin's Creed. What weapons have you got? You got your sword. You got your knife. You got your throwing knife and your gun.
There's a gun in Assassin's Creed now?
Yeah, there is. It's on your wrist. It's ridiculous.
And what you got in Dishonored? A tattoo on your hand that lets you do magic?
There's a customization with being able to do so much with your character, customizing it in your own same way that Fallout does.
I can't wait for that new get a different coloured mask DLC comes down.
For one thing, the mask is not a major part in the game, so...
Yeah, Team Fortress 2 masks.
Oh god.
Team Fortress 2 invades everything.
Yeah, Team Fortress 2 is... the Team Fortress 2 Assassin mask is the one you unlock if you pre-order the game on Steam now!
Wait, does it already have that?
Yes, it does.
I don't know, I just said it as a joke. Team Fortress and everything.
Yes.
Well, let me ask you this. Which of you guys are actually going to get the game next week and play it?
Me.
I don't know if I get it straight away.
I just love the sound of it. They were showing a preview of it, and they just gave it to some gamers, and the people combined the ability to bend time, which stopped time, so they could then summon rats, attach time bombs to them, take control of them, and then use them as walking explosives. They are like 5 different abilities that those players have put together on their own. There's so much customization you can use to try and get around enemies, or even just kill everything if you want. That's
just like Assassin's Creed.
Just like Assassin's Creed, where you can teleport from one location to the other. Yeah, Stara, just like Assassin's Creed.
I'm sticking to that story.
Yeah, I mean, it looks cool. But
no, I must admit,
I
it does
haven't really
look cool.
researched into it that much, personally. I just know it's Bethesda, and they always amaze.
Exactly.
I'm telling you right now, Dishonored is going to be the surprise hit of the year, guaranteed. It's going to be a lot bigger than what shops and retailers expect it to be.
It was the headline game at EuroGamer.
Yeah, it was a headlining game. I think everyone knows how big it's going to be. It was like Halo 4 was there, and Halo 4 had less hype. Black Ops, Halo 4 had less hype than this game. That shows how big people think it's going to be.
Yeah, but the size of a stall at EuroGamer doesn't indicate how big a game's going to be. It's just how much money that studio's advertising that game.
It was literally right in front. I've actually got pictures of it online, where you literally just walk in there and all of a sudden you just see Dishonored plastered on the walls. I think people have enough hype over it.
I like the steampunk idea of it, but unfortunately it's going out against XCOM, and I've made my choice.
And you're an idiot.
The game of the year, or the game that only Dara's heard of?
While we're on the subject, EuroGamer, let's go into the news. And Eurogamer announced, because you guys were there at the weekend there, and you've already told me about the lovely booth babes that were there, but they've announced that they're going to be banning booth babes, and this Eurogamer was the very last Eurogamer that they're going to have booth babes at. Going forward, they're not going to allow booth babes at all. What do you guys think about that?
I'm not going to Eurogamer anymore.
I can see where they're coming from, to be honest.
I can as well.
Yeah, because me and Venom, literally, like the beta codes that we're giving away for, what's the game called again?
Company of Heroes 2.
Company of Heroes 2, that one. We were literally just talking to her. The second she left, we realised we had Company of Heroes 2 beta keys in our hands. We were so confused where they came from.
I did not notice. She distracted me a lot.
It was so distracting, I'm not lying.
It was incredible.
They seem to think that it's so distracting it will take your eyes off the game. And in some occasions, yes, depending on how hot they are. However, the games are still important. I think they may have taken it a little bit too far. I can understand nudity being banned. It was done in, like, I think that was obviously banned straight away because the children being there.
Yeah, it sucks.
But I think banning them all together is a very good idea.
It's not.
No.
I think I'm going to have to see some pictures of these booth babes just to see the justification and getting them banned.
I don't think we actually have those because we were too busy staring.
Oh.
We
Fair
were
enough.
debating whether to picture, but they
But
were
I
like,
mean,
no.
Eurogamer's been quoted as saying that they want people to be talking about the games and the games being presented by proper gamers and being put in the best possible light. So I can understand all that sort of stuff. But isn't booth babes a part of the show? Yeah, they're dressed up semi-naked girls who have most of them have no knowledge of the product they're selling except for the little leaflet they've been forced to read before they go out to stocks. But aren't they a part of what it is to go to these things?
Oh yeah.
I'd like to stop there, Dara, with saying is the booth babes were literally just eye candy. None of them were actually displaying the games themselves. They were just there to try and drag you in. The second you got anywhere near it, the actual developers of the games, the programmers, the artists, the coders, were all there. It was much better this year than it was last year when it comes to the presentation, because when you were talking to at the stand, you were talking to someone who knew that game. Booth babes were just there to bring you in, which I thought was a brilliant idea, because you weren't just talking to some randomer, as you said, who has no clue. You were talking to the person who's made the game.
Who doesn't want to reveal much detail? Damn it.
Now, if I understand correctly, the biggest booths there was from Nintendo, is that correct?
One
The
of them.
Wii U was just...
It was
tremendously
ginormous.
massive.
We
It
saw
took
the
up-
queue and we're like, nope.
Now, that comes out at the end of November, the Wii U, and you're saying it was the biggest display there. Do you think it's going to be a big console?
I'm not certain. To
It's debatable.
It's different, but whether it's going to do the same thing the Vita and the PSP have done is yet to be seen, because they were both meant to be handhelds that were going to revolutionise. And yes, they did sell, but they didn't sell as much as promised.
Yeah, but
And they
you're
didn't stay
comparing
as
a
much.
console to a handheld. There's two different markets.
They say console. I say it's half console, half handheld, which is
But
why
it's not. It is
confused.
definitely a console. It might confuse people because the controller has a
Screen.
monitor built into it, and you can play your games on that monitor, but that controller still needs to be next to the console for it to pick up the game and the information and everything. You can't go down the street with it and still play your game. You can't load games onto the controller, because that effectively is what it is. It's the controller with a screen on it.
Which does it require the TV off, which is one of the things they were trying to get out.
Yes,
Yeah.
it doesn't absolutely require the TV, but it's still a console at the end of the day, and you can still play it on your TV. And they are aiming for the hardcore market with this one. They do have
Zombie game.
zombie games. That's one of Nintendo's launches, but they have announced that Battlefield and Batman Arkham City, Call of Duty, and all that are all going to come out on this console. And for that Nintendo to have them games coming out is quite a drastic change to what they had out on the Wii.
I don't know whether it's just because it's done the Wii, the DS, and the lower ends, more childish games. But whenever I hear Nintendo get their hands on Call of Duty games, because they got their hands on another Call of Duty game for the Wii, and it just made me shiver. They were awful. The controls were groggy. It was not an unpleasant experience. And I just don't like the sound of them getting their hands on either more of something they couldn't. They just didn't seem to have. I don't know. They didn't seem to have enough hard prospect.
But they're still keeping the family Wii element to it. It's going to have the hard element, and they do have a proper controller coming out for it as well, that of course you have to buy separately because it's not, and they're money grabbing, so you have to spend more, but the graphics for it are superior to the current consoles out in the market, so it is going to be the best console on the market when it's launched. So do you not think it's going to be a big hit?
Problem is, although they are getting new developers coming in, obviously because they're hardcore, they're still going to be starting off with the child-like developers, which means when the console first comes out, it's going to be slow getting up to those hardcore games. So if I was you and you were going to get one, I would wait maybe a couple of months, wait until like a proper hardcore game comes out with a great review from people who aren't main magazines, because they're obviously going to get paid a bit for it. I would wait until something nice, something good that you know you will enjoy comes out, and also the Wii will, not the Wii, the Wii U will obviously then be cheaper because of it, because it's been out for a little bit longer. So I would wait, definitely, for a little bit at least.
What games did you guys try at EuroGamer while you were there?
The first one was the Fable game, I believe, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Now, I believe, Venom, you got an official quote from a Lionhead representative about that Fable game. Can you tell me what that was?
That Portain sucks.
Yes, he does.
Yes,
Yep.
I do.
He actually said that this is how you play the game. He pointed at my screen, and he said, this is how you're not supposed to play the game, and then pointed at Portain's screen.
And then he should have said, and that's how you completely fail at a game and can't get the controller to work, and pointed at me.
Who rage quit the whole thing.
He rage quit,
yeah.
not even pass the tutorial, which was hilarious. I loved that game. It was so amazing. If I had a Kinect, I'd have gone straight away.
To me, it's a Kinect game, so it automatically fails in my mind.
Agreed.
But, and the fact that Portain couldn't get it going, you know, I mean, he's not like a 5-year-old waving his hands left and right. He would have been trying to follow the instructions on the screen. That says a lot about how Kinect's probably not ready for a game of this standard more than the game itself.
I just like to say, I was sat there for 10 minutes trying to block. I could not block. I rage quit.
I don't think you're right there. I think it's definitely ready for this. I think Fable's the perfect one to go for it, because you do feel like the hero.
Yeah, Fable is a good one for it, but Kinect is not responsive enough.
It's ready for it. The problem was you were in a very tight space with someone literally behind you. So whenever they waved their arm, it waved your arm, which confused the Xbox. I think you're just unfortunate. You should have played the one I was doing, because the whole... I don't know if you've researched into this, but you have you cast magic with your right hand. You fire a magic ball, you've missed. Like, oh god! You then use your right arm to then swish the splat towards the enemy, and it will then just like rebound off your hand and hit the enemy. I thought that was amazing. And they don't just like rebound. If you use a fireball, it splits into like 7 different pieces and hits more than just one target. The same with the spear. It's great, I loved it, and the boss fights were really fun. Didn't feel repetitive at all. It was brilliant.
Don't get me wrong, Alex, when I heard they were making another Fable, I was like, excellent, what are they going to do? The Journey, okay, sounds good, sounds promising. For Kinect, oh god, no, is my response. And I won't be playing it. Grave, the quiet one, what's your thoughts on Fable?
I've never really played the first one. I love the second one, love the third one, and I've looked into this one that you guys are talking about. I'm kind of neutral on it. I've never played on a Kinect, like, ever, so I can't really comment on how effective Kinects are, like, their quality and response time. I could definitely see where Alex is coming from, though, because I thought that in the video, too. Like, how is it working if there's, like, a lot of people behind you? I think it'd be better in definitely, like, if you're in your own house playing it, not with any, you know, crowds behind you that could be messing with it.
It was just, I loved it.
And also, you guys went to App World on Tuesday. The amazingly big world of apps for iPhone, Android, and all the other rubbishy things they come out on.
Yeah.
How did you guys find that? Tell us, how was your journey?
I'd say it shouldn't be called App World. I'd say it should be called Advertisement World.
Yeah.
There was
Business
one
land.
booth. Yeah, it was one about applications, and then the rest were like, how can we make your product sell? None of them actually had anything about applications. There was like a few stores about learning how to create apps, but other than that, it was all about advertising.
Yeah. When we went in there and saw everyone walking around in a suit, we felt out of place.
Yeah, well, I didn't.
We were walking around with Veritas hoodies, and everyone had a suit on but us, pretty much. We were like, hello? Are we at the right place?
So it was a business conference then,
Kind of, mainly, yeah, I guess.
rather than a convention. I mean, I know E3's meant to be a business conference, but it's a convention, really. This was a proper business conference.
It was,
Yeah.
considering they had their own booths where you could do meetings.
Meetings and conference areas.
It felt weird being there. However, I bought myself a cup of coffee and I felt ready to be businessy, so I got right in there.
I must say, before we got in, when we got handed our passes, we felt incredible. Because on our passes, let me just get my pass. On my pass, it says my name, and then it says Veritas RP on my pass, and it says owner/administrator. Oh yeah.
Excellent.
So we were walking around, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, you own a company at the age of 17?" And we're like, "Oh yeah, we own a business."
But when it came to, so what do you guys do? They both fell silent.
What'd you guys do? Games community? Oh, okay then. Dead.
It then fell on me to actually start doing conversation, otherwise we just looked like idiots.
We really looked like idiots walking around with hoodies when everyone had a suit.
It was fine.
Especially since you went up and went, "You know what, I'm gonna buy a coffee," and was like, "You don't even like coffee, I'm gonna buy it just so I can look important. I'm just gonna walk around making sipping sounds."
It was perfect, and you know it.
It was.
I had to blend in as well. Got stocks up on my phone.
Yeah, pretend to shout at someone over the phone, complain they forgot to sell your stocks.
Samsung was probably the most helpful thing there, considering they told us what we needed to get into their company for working.
Yeah.
Exciting stuff. I'm almost
Skynet.
asleep.
Skynet was there.
We met Skynet. We only went there because we were like, "Oh my god, you're the Terminator," and then we spoke to this American who was crazy, and
He was.
he chatted us for like 15 minutes about how their
Lord.
company name's stupid but genius.
Called themselves Skynet by accident, really.
In other news, Steam has started releasing software this week. Proper software. 3D Studios, 3D Mark, Game Maker Studios, and several others. I've got two questions for you guys. What do you think about this product, and how do you feel about Steam selling non-games on Steam?
I think it's a brilliant idea. I think Steam is a place where indie gamers were able to sell their games quite easily without having any problems with advertising it, because Steam would just grab it, if it's not like brilliant and can't handle its own, they put a little bundle of it and then sell them. This way, not only the kind of the gamers who aren't sure of what to develop, they'll be able to go, actually, I think I'll just give it a go, and they might be able to get like a little free trial or something somewhere. And if they think they can really do it and they think they can sell on Steam, it's a brilliant way for Steam to be able to keep getting more indie games coming in at a steady flow. Like where at the moment where you do get a few in, however I swear it's starting to slow down. I think this is a great idea from them.
Your thoughts, Grave? What do you think of this?
Yeah, I mean, I have noticed that indie games are slowly disappearing from the Steam community, but selling their software, I mean, if it's good and it works, I say power to them. Could help boost their community, bring in new crowds.
Do you really want to pay $20 for a program that goes your graphics card's crap or your graphics card good?
No.
Because 3D Mark, that's what it is. 3D Mark, all it does is it runs graphics on your computer. Beautiful looking graphics on some of our computers. And tells you how many frames per second it runs and how good your graphics card is. And do you really want to pay $20 for a program that tells you something you already know about your graphics card?
I don't know whether you would already know that, to be fair. There are some people aren't really certain.
It is debatable though, because
It's
some games
20 quid
require
maybe.
more stuff than what they actually say.
And there's products there that are like $80, or if you want the professional edition, $250 or £150.
No, this is the only problem with it. As I said, the indie gamers, they obviously aren't like the high-end companies. They can't spend loads more on it. However, if you can get one computer, or maybe a few, to get this kind of software on, you got a couple of mates, you can split the money, and you can start making with your friends, which is always a good thing. However, as you said, it's extortionate amount. They do need to try and lower it somehow. They're all on 10% sale at the moment. So the ones that you're on about, there's one like £60 and it's gone down to 54. That's so, it's just extortionate, just trying to get people to do this.
Portain, what are you thinking about this? Do you think this is a good thing?
Yeah, I think it's actually giving people a chance to go, I'm not too sure whether I should. And some of this on there is a bit free, so they have a chance to go, I'll give it a try. And not sure if I'd try it myself, because I'd probably get confused. Not sure about anyone else.
I'm being honest, if you want to get free software for converting games, and you don't mind spending a little time watching tutorials, I go for Unity. It's used by so many people, especially game designers at the moment. And it's pretty decent, and it's free, more importantly. It's not on Steam.
I don't know why they don't have that stuff on Steam. Like, just simple SDKs.
Yeah.
I can tell you why they have it on Steam, because they don't meet the Steam license agreement.
Yeah. Unity won't pay the money to get
for
on
the
there.
exact same reason Minecraft's not on Steam, not just quoted as we will not conform to what Steam want us to change the game to make it available on Steam. Because I don't know if people realise this or not, but when games come out on Steam, they have to change several things just to conform to Steam license agreement, just to get on Steam. I don't know what those changes are, and I'm pretty sure it's all legal, technical stuff. But yeah, there is a reason why some games don't come on Steam.
A shame, really.
It is.
Yeah. Venom, you're quiet on the subject. What are your thoughts?
As I said, I don't like it personally. I mean, if you're interested in making something, then let's be honest, you don't think Steam. You would go to as Alex said, a Unity, or just search other SDKs. I just don't think it's that good of a market idea.
I don't see any harm in it, but I don't think they've gone around it the right way.
Well, if I told you to make a game, Alex, and you needed software, you would not think Steam, would you?
Not at first, however. The same way that if I said hardcore gaming, you wouldn't think, oh, Nintendo.
No, you definitely wouldn't. But we talk about this a year's time, and we're probably like, did you see that new 3D designer on Steam? It looks awesome.
Yeah, you never know about these things. They're going to try start something new. Fair enough. Just try not to drag a dead horse around.
Yeah, exactly. So, Alex, what you been playing this last week?
I've been enjoying a great game, a bit old, but it's Orcs Must Die 2. It's similar to a tower defense kind of thing. Although you can, if you get bored of just watching them die in front of you, you can jump in, take a few shots of them yourself. And more often than not, you do need to jump in there yourself. And the first one was brilliant, however it was only single player. That's why I didn't get as many hits as the second one has. Now it's got 2-player co-op mode, which is great fun. However, it seems to be designed for 2-player co-op mode, because even on easy, the first mission's incredibly easy, but the second one just gets far too difficult on your own. You definitely need a second player for this game. I would definitely say that.
You share money in co-op, so in single player you'll be putting down twice as much equipment.
You do, but you feel a bit when it comes to doing on 2 lanes and you need one person on each lane, otherwise you just get stormed past.
Right, can I stop you there? I've not played Orcs Must Die 1 because I don't play single games. And so I've not got an Orcs Must Die 2, and you're talking about lanes and stuff like that. I don't even know what the game's about.
Oh, sorry, Dara. As I said, it's a tower defense game where orcs try to get to the Earth realm by coming through these little portals at one side of the map. Wreaths, yes, they come from one side and they try to get to the other. And the map's a little bit twisty-turvy. They usually come in 2 or 3 lanes and try and exit through 2 or 3 portals.
So it's Dungeons Defender then?
Dungeon Defender.
Dungeon Defender / Sanctum.
Yeah, that's yeah, and like sum that up pretty well.
And how would you rate the game?
I'd say it's good fun. I'd only give it a 7 out of 10 though, because after a while it can get a bit boring unless you've got someone that really fun to play with. And as I said, I reckon it's more of only a co-op based game. I find it far too difficult to play on my own.
I wouldn't rate
Venom,
it.
you've been playing Orcs as well. What are your thoughts on that?
It's good, but I haven't really played it enough to give it a rating strictly. Because Orcs Must Die 1, I played once I completed the story and that, I just didn't touch it at all. It was just, I didn't think it had replayability. But in this one, I mean, I can't remember if Orcs Must Die 1 had endless mode or not, but endless mode in Orcs Must Die 2 is good fun. As Alex said, it's a lot more fun with a friend, obviously. But me and Alex spent a couple of hours doing endless mode before, and it gets insanely hard and challenging, and it's good to be pushed.
Yeah. But we need to be careful with these things. If you push your player off the edge too quickly, then they won't want to play again. So just bear that in mind.
Now, Graves about to talk about a game that I've been playing with him, and so has many of the Veritas community, including people like Alex and McLafferty. Grave, you want to tell us about it?
Yeah, it's called War of the Roses. It's by Paradox. It's basically it's a third-person, I don't know, not FPS obviously, because it's with swords and more the medieval take on it. And it's basically, the storyline behind it is the Lancasters and the Yorks, just, historically, a civil war for the throne. There's over 30 different authentic weapons. I mean, the game has great customization, and if you've ever played Mountain Blade, which some of us have in here, it has a similar fighting mechanic to that, with the click and you actually rotate your mouse to control some of the fighting styles. What else? Tons. They've actually had a cool take to it on perks, which the offensive ones, defensive. Some gameplay types are deathmatch, conquest, basically team deathmatch. I haven't really ever played it. I'll let Dara talk about that a little bit because I know he has. But conquest I have, and depending on the map, you basically have points that you have to capture. Both sides start pretty much on the opposite to each other, and you just push in, and it basically both sides get to the middle, fight for the point. Whoever gets that pushes into the other, and it's pretty good fun, but it can turn pretty hectic, and it's a little unbalanced right now because there's people that have excelled higher than others, and basically can run in and knock down your entire team if they have the right stuff. But it's been pretty good fun up in.
I have experienced that unbalance many times. When longbowmen or crossbowmen against a perk-built, custom-made bowman, they can one-hit you from a mile away easily, and I'm missing half my shots. Just because I don't have the perks to put the points into the tree to be able to get the zoom or the steady hand or things like that, the straight arrow, and they're just wiping the floor with me at the moment. But it is an enjoyable game. I'm a bit concerned about its replayability. We'll see. The perks are the only reason to keep playing the game, to unlock all the different abilities I'm seeing. I'm not seeing another reason, because it's only got the 2 game modes. It's not really got single player. So I'm a bit concerned about the replayability, and I don't know why people would buy it over Mount and Blade, apart from it is basic Mount and Blade 2.
Yeah, I have to agree there. I don't see much replay value. I'll probably be playing it for I can see myself playing this probably for a month or two, and then get bored. And if they do come out with DLCs, I could see myself getting it if they're good enough. Definitely, like if they added more game types or more maps, more weapons. Yeah, see that extending my gameplay of it a little bit.
Yeah, I can see me playing it for maybe another 5 or 6 hours and then getting sick, fed up of it easily. Don't get me wrong, enjoyable game. Quite happy I bought it, but it's not a game it's probably a game I'll be like, I want something to play quickly. I'll maybe just play War of the Roses.
Yeah. I view it kind of as Team Fortress 2, one of those games you're like, I'm just in the mood to beat some people down with a sword. I'm going to play some War of the Roses for like, an hour. And so
what I'm hoping is to bring out some amazing mods for it.
Yeah, that's
I think
what
mods are going to keep it going.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Now Cheeps is with us today, and Cheeps has probably got the most interesting story when it comes to what we've been playing lately. Cheeps, are you there? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi. You want to tell them what you've been playing?
Yeah, I picked up like Starcraft about a month ago, or a little bit over a month, and after watching Starcraft videos and stuff like that, I thought it was pretty interesting. And given the fact I'm Korean, I was bound to pick it up sometime. It's a RTS game. I'm sure most of anyone listening to this knows that by now, and has seen at least a video or two of it.
Anyone that doesn't know what StarCraft is right now shouldn't be listening to this podcast.
I don't know what the main game is, I just play the arcade part.
Close enough.
Yeah, custom games.
I mean, yeah, Dara plays StarCraft and showed me the ropes and gave me a good basic foundation of how to play, and played maybe 10 or 20 placement matches. I mean the practice league, and then did my placement matches, got placed in bronze obviously, and just made my way up. If you just go to chat rooms and stuff, you can find masters or diamond players that'll be willing to help you out, and boy, they do a lot for you. They'll give you replays, they'll do little micro arcade games with you and just show you how you're supposed to play this game, give you builds, and if you put your heart, or if you put your mind to it, then you can get better at this game. Pretty fun. I think I'll be playing it for a while now. Take a break from League of Legends, which is the game I used to play.
Now, you're saying you placed in bronze. What league are you currently in?
I got into gold. I'm hovering top 50 or top 25. And I know the flaws that I make and such, but keep playing and getting better at it. Trial and error.
Now, you're not the only one that's just recently played their placement matches and been placed. Portain?
Hi.
What did you get placed?
I am bronze.
So Portain's challenge of the week is going to be to reach silver by the next podcast. I'm making a note of this right now for next week to talk about Portain and his Bronze League debut, and that way if he doesn't reach silver we all get to mock him, and if he does reach silver then hopefully this will be the incentive that creates him to do so. But well done, Cheeps, for reaching gold. It's not easy to do, I know that.
No, it's just occurred to me that we don't know who Cheeps is. Do you mind introducing yourself, Cheeps, in the traditional manner that we all did when we started the podcast?
Yeah, I'm Cheeps.
No, Cheeps. No, had to say it in a female voice.
No, Cheeps. No. Everyone, and I mean everyone.
Excluding Dara, but
No.
in the 50th or 100th, he might do a complimation. Well, forced to be.
Everyone. Everyone done it in the style of a girl's voice, Cheeps.
Uh-huh.
So come on, introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is. Oh my god! I don't even know.
That was the hottest woman voice I've ever heard.
Thank you, Venom.
So yeah, Starcraft's an awesome game. Cheeps, well done for reaching gold. Hopefully, when we speak to you now, you'll be like, yeah, I'm a Grandmaster, I'm going to Korea next week, GSL qualifiers, you know.
That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome. I would
invited to
go
the
to Korea with
games.
you, Cheeps, just to support you while you played your qualifying matches, and then got knocked out by some noob you've never heard of. just because he's more Korean.
Uh-huh.
No, what are you talking about? Chiefs has won the whole thing. You knocked Huck out.
Yeah, but Huck isn't Korean, you know?
He's
That's the thing with StarCraft 2. If you're not Korean, you're not GSL worthy.
Yeah.
I think Thorzane was the last non-Korean in GSL, and he got knocked out in the previous season out of Code A, down to Code B, and I'm not sure if there's any non-Koreans right now. There's non-Korean teams. Team Liquid's doing extremely well, with 2 players from Team Liquid getting to the quarterfinals, but I digress and talk about stuff that most people don't know about. So let me go on to what I've been playing, which has been pretty much one game and one game only, and that is the epic, awesome, beats all your games combined together power of PlanetSide 2. And me and Graveclaw and Cephers, and there's other people that play it, but the 3 of us joined an outfit which is kind of like a clan in PlanetSide 2 called the 666 Devil Dogs, which, if any of you have actually played PlanetSide at all, you will have heard of them. They're the #1 outfit in PlanetSide, and they're the biggest outfit in PlanetSide. And we done an operation with them on Saturday, and how did that go for you, Grave?
It's pretty fun. I enjoyed it.
Apart from we got
Explain.
stuck in the Hammer Squad that was
Oh yeah.
relegated to the side capture objective. What happens, Portain, is the outfit get online all at the same time. There's just, there's a good 100 of us, and then they do manoeuvres and operations to basically dominate the map, which we did. We pushed one of the factions all the way back to their spawn point and spawn camped them for like half an hour, just shelling rockets into areas we're not meant to be able to shoot into, and taking out tanks and aircraft before they could even take off. I felt so sorry for those guys, losers.
You didn't really, did you?
Yeah, we did, and
You did, because you
We
didn't point
do
out
s-
how it was so unbalanced.
yeah,
Fine.
we do. It's not unbalanced. It's really
We
is
just
it?
had
It's-
more people.
It's quite balanced.
How was it unbalanced? You had
There
more
was
people.
just we're organised. That's the problem with the game. If you've got an organised squad against randomers, the organised squad. I mean, we done things like tactics like Steel Rain, where one guy went in a aircraft called a Reaver, and he landed on the ground, put a spawn beacon down, and then 100 guys spawn in on that beacon at the exact same time, coming down from the sky in these pods. And it's like 100 guys suddenly appear in this one area that was a nice, quiet, enemy captured zone, and then instantly becomes ours. And then we roll out in tanks and all manners of stuff and just dominate the map. And it's a lot of fun. We had a laugh. And I'm looking forward to next week, because they're rolling out a new map tomorrow, I believe. And they're going to wipe all the characters and start afresh with that new map coming out. So I'm looking forward to that.
Didn't you say you were recorded by one of the game developers themselves when there was an event going on?
Yes, there's a thing called Friday Night Ops, which is done by Sony themselves, the developers of PlanetSide 2, and the Devil Dogs done a flash race in it, which was a lot of fun, and also they're going to be in the Friday Night Ops, I believe, a week on Friday as well. The developers are actually going to be joining our outfit for a night and running about with us.
Nice, nice.
That was a good fun.
So we're going to move on to different discussion topics now. Now, this is something we're going to do on a weekly basis, where we talk about things that bug us personally in the gaming world. Not necessarily new news. Some of it is, some of it isn't. It could be anything, and the thing I want to talk about first, on the 20th of September, a new game came out. It was called Train Simulator 2013. Now, I can understand the appeal to a certain amount of people. It's $19.99. That's in UK currency, the pound. So that's probably about $25 to $30. So I can understand, you know, you get to be a train driver for the day. That's great. And then I saw there was downloadable content for it. And not just one or two things. There's a lot of downloadable content for it. I'll give you some examples. East Coast Mainline add-on, the SD75 add-on, the Seattle Carlisle Specials add-on, the Railworks Glasgow Airport Rail Link add-on. Now, if you get all this downloadable content, it comes to £786.40. That's a good $1,000 for a game that came out 2 weeks ago.
Why?
It's like, yeah, exactly. It's like, are any of you planning on getting that?
I'm debating it now. I am debating it.
Actually, listening to the price sounds pretty worth it.
I mean, it doesn't matter
already
if you're
got
the
it.
most hardcore train spotting fanatic.
Don't say nut job.
Who's gonna get? It's like, oh my god, I haven't got the Fort Kent to Eagle Lake Railworks add-on. I must get that. You know.
Dara, how much are like individual ones, not the total? Do you know how much like the individuals?
Individually, they're like $9.99 all the way up to £25 for each one. You know.
Good
So
5 minute
essentially you're
track.
paying more than the game just to get an add-on.
Well, it's not that. It's
Stupid.
It's a train simulator, right? So yeah, I can understand you wanting to get different content to see the different scenery, but at the end of the day, your controls are going to be accelerate and stop. Please, someone tell me I'm wrong here. It's like, you know, you might have to decelerate and watch out for some lights.
You're missing the horn button.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Exactly. It's the most important one.
Accelerate, stop, horn.
Yep.
You know, if it's realistic, unlock and open doors, but I'm pretty sure the ticket guy does that. You know, I don't. Can someone explain to me how they can get away with this?
I'm telling you, I bet someone's already bought all that as well.
It's all
Bill
nice.
Gates.
That's why it's so expensive. It's what Bill Gates does in his hobby. Plays
I'm
train
afraid to say,
simulator.
guys, I bought all the content. I'm in debt.
Maxed out my credit card.
I mean, I'm tempted to get the basic package, right? Just to see what the deal is, right? And the graphics don't even look that good. You know that? It's just came out 2 weeks ago. For a PC-only game, the graphics, you'd expect it to be photorealistic, especially with it being a train sim. It's not like you can take the train and go, oh, I think I'll go through that field, see what's on the other side. So, and the graphics don't look all that great. I just...
The only thing is, it looks exactly the same as the older train sims, like Train Sim 2010. When I played that one, I'm looking at the pictures right now, and the controls look exactly the same as they did in the first ones. Amazing. So you cannot progress in so much time.
I've got it. It's so expensive because it's 2013. It came from the future. And in the next year, currency just suddenly rockets up.
Good, I'll wait then, John.
See, when they were designing this game, they're like, right, we finished the game, it's like March. We said the game's going to come out in September for Christmas sales, obviously, we want to capitalise on it. Let's make DLC, so on the first week of release, we've got £786 worth of DLC for sale. That way we can sell the game extremely cheap at just a nice $19.99, and we'll throw in some free DLC with that when you buy it, of course, because, and the graphics don't even look that good. You know that? It's just came out 2 weeks ago. For a PC-only game, the graphics don't even look that good. So I can understand you wanting to get the basic package, right? Just to see what the deal is, right? And the thing is, I can understand you wanting to get the train simulator 2013. Why not? We're going to make millions from the 500,000 billion other DLC we're going to charge.
Well, Dara,
I just don't get it.
You said you were going to buy it. You could have play it for like 5 minutes and then go. Find everything else.
Wait, well, let's look at one of these DLC examples.
Hey, if I play it for 5 minutes, that'll be about 3 minutes more than some of the games I've got.
You're gonna play it, Dara, and you're gonna say, "I need the Edinburgh to Glasgow expansion. I need something that feels at home."
Is there an Edinburgh to Glasgow expansion? Because if
Yes, there is.
I would probably buy that, actually.
There is the Edinburgh to Glasgow.
expansion
What
add-on.
you to do, Doris, put that on your on your
25
laptop,
quid.
and then like when you're taking the train from Edinburgh to Glasgow, you can play it.
But
Real
actually,
time.
I wouldn't want the Edinburgh to Glasgow. I'd want the Edinburgh to Dundee, because that way you've got the classic Forth Road Bridge and Tay Bridge to cross. So at least I know scenic places. If I take Edinburgh to Glasgow, it's going to be Edinburgh, cheap, nasty looking houses that should have been knocked down years ago. Fields, Glasgow. You know?
Sounds amazing.
And I bet you there's an automatic button where you can put it on automatic and just lay back for the 40-minute trips the train takes and do nothing.
Well, you have to stop.
You can look out the window. What you can do is you can pretend you're asleep on a train.
I
Think
tell
about
you,
the potential.
if anyone's watching this podcast and they've got this game, I want to know why. I do. And how much have you spent on DLC? Because I'm just speechless with this. I just don't get it.
Well then.
Apparently, I just checked quick. Apparently, it's rated as the most realistic train sim ever.
Oh, you could get on a train.
Yeah, just go out and get on a genuine train.
It'd be cheaper.
It'll be more realistic as well.
Yeah, you can't go up to the driver and go, "Excuse me, can I take over from here?"
Edinburgh to Glasgow expansion add-on. I think I'll just actually buy a train ticket from Edinburgh to Glasgow return, because it'll be cheaper.
Yeah, but you can't do it in the living room.
Just take your living room on the train.
I can see someone
That's
doing
it. I'm going to go grab a camcorder, get a ticket, and be like, "This is the Edinburgh to Glasgow expansion, now for only $9.99. Sure there'll be some suckers that'll buy it.
I'm pretty sure they will.
How much was it again? I've got to check I've got enough
It's
money in my account.
$24.99.
Alright, well, I've got enough money for that, good. I need it.
You can buy train tickets and do new, not yet released, Reading to London expansion add-on.
I wonder if that's actually out yet. I
Maybe.
was looking forward to that.
This will be the start of a career change, Venom. We'll go from gamers to
Train
train
filmers.
filmers. Yeah.
Wow.
We got this.
Like,
Don't worry.
we'll be in Forbes by 2020 as top 10 richest people in the world. And it's like, they started it off as a joke, but now with billions in the bank.
Our train simulation experience is like no other.
We got
Yeah.
Crave in the US doing from one side of the US to the other.
I love how
God,
it's a
that's
think of a place. It's like,
What is
this?
To begin with, you used to watch this from the side window, but now, full on from the front. I just don't get it. I don't. It's just... Right. Has anyone else got something they want to say? Something positive. Has anyone got anything positive to say about this?
I like trains.
I like trains.
I like
No.
I think that's about it.
Oh dear.
I don't know. I would say that I really did enjoy the first ones. I might be tempted.
Alex, I was on a train with you to EuroGamer. You were bored out of your mind. How much more entertaining could it be to actually be on a train, or
'Cause you
to
can
pretend you're on a
You
train?
can go.
To be fair, you can do that on a real train too.
Yeah, we can't actually make the horn do it, and you can't look at your passengers and go, "Good, I should crash into something to kill all of these people."
But you might be in charge of a trade sometime.
Now, Portain, what's your discussion this week?
Bliss of Pandaria. It's an upcoming WoW expansion. It's,
I believe it's already out.
Yeah, I would say
It
it
is.
coming to.
It is, and something which is already out. That one. It's adding 5 levels to the already massive level. I'm not sure what to say about it. It's
That's a new race.
It's
Start
adding
off
a
there.
new race, it's adding levels, it's adding a whole entire map. Same as every other expansion,
How
really.
much?
Yeah.
It's repeat and rinse, basically.
That's pretty much what it is.
And I guarantee you, Blizzard are like, in their rooms of money, swimming through their money, going, oh, we need to add more money because millions of people have just bought this game. Ha ha, what fools they are.
Yeah, you can get it for about 30 quid, which is just about a pre-owned game, maybe in some of the lower ones.
On top of the description as well, which is £9 or £15. So, people are saying it's dying, but it's still got one of the highest subscriptions. Which is...
It has the highest subscription rate.
I think when they say it's
Not
dying,
one of-
it's going down. So it went
Yeah.
down rapidly. Quite.
I just don't understand the hype of WoW at all.
It's,
I don't know
yeah,
more.
I don't think they're upset that they've only got 10 million people paying a monthly subscription.
I would be. Might not have enough to pay for my train simulator add-on soon.
I mean, considering most MMOs are lucky if they have 500,000 subscribers after their first month. With, granted, the exception of Guild Wars 2, we don't know what the numbers on that is yet.
It was big.
It was big, they had
It
to
was-
stop
yeah, but-
selling it.
First month of release, MMOs are always big. You know, I mean, when Conan came out, it sold millions, but how
What's
many people
Conan?
play it now? Half of you
Hardly
are
any.
probably going, Conan? There was a
Yeah,
Conan?
what is Conan?
Age of Conan, it's
I know.
basically after when Conan was crowned king.
Yeah. I thought about getting it, but my computer couldn't handle it then.
It's free to play.
It is.
Yeah.
Free to play is proven on the PC more profitable these days.
By far.
Speaking of which, free to play, what game recently that was an MMO became free to play? I believe that was Star Wars: The Old Republic.
It's not free to play yet. Still got
It's not
some
free to
months
play
go.
yet, but it will be.
1 month.
Yeah.
Yep.
It will
Well,
be,
it
yeah.
shows.
A lot
how
of the
you
games
can
are going free to play now, considering it's pretty big in the market now.
Yep.
Ironically.
Well, unless you've got 10 million subscribers, yeah, they don't have a choice. They make more money that way. I believe it was Dungeons and Dragons that proved that. When they went to free to play, they tripled the amount of money they were making when they switched to free to play from when they had subscriptions. So it's the way of the future. I know
think
that
the
Blizzard
problem is-
announced they're looking into a free to play model for Starcraft because they're starting to lose out to League of Legends.
Christ.
And that's simply just because people can't afford StarCraft.
It is still expensive, considering it's been out for quite a while now.
Still one of the top PCs out on the PC market, that's why.
Still.
I like to point out that Cheats didn't even buy his copy of StarCraft 2. It's his friend's account, so that just adds on to it. Yeah, like, you know.
Amazing. Well done, Jeeps.
So we won't be seeing the next expansion for it. Or Cheaps.
Now, Grave, you're going to talk to us a bit about Borderlands 2.
Yep. I just thought it was really weird that there's a lot of hype for Borderlands 2, but most of us don't really play it. I mean, the only person I know that said that they've actually gotten decently far in it is Alex.
And Killer Thomas. He's
And-
level 30.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was level
Let's
30.
see.
I think I got
I
to level
mean,
12.
Yeah, personally, I got to like level 6, and I don't know, the game just to me wasn't as good as the
Oh,
first
never mind.
one.
He was Cloud Sky. I'm sorry, guys. They sound alike.
The game was just... It was just not unique, really. They could have done it in a DLC, I reckon.
The problem is that you guys haven't played far enough to see the unique parts of it. the start of it is just a slow introduction. I admit it's a little bit slow, however, when you get in there,
It's too slow.
honestly. Yeah, well...
It didn't reel me in. I haven't played Borderlands, and I honestly got bored after playing the 2 hours we did recording.
Hey, I really liked Borderlands 2, and I've only clocked 2 hours on it, and I thought it was an excellent game.
It's good.
And it was fun, but I could name 5 games that I'd quite happily play over it right now, easily. And with PlanetSide 2 going into full swing with the beta, it's like, why would I play a 4-player game when I can play a 4,000-player game?
I think it's something you need to play with friends. Because
Yeah, but the bad thing about that though, if you play it with a friend, for example, when I tried to play with you, you were like 10 levels higher, one-shot everything, and I was like, oh, well, this is fun.
Yeah.
It needs to have something like Guild Wars, where when you try to play with your friend, it reduces you to their level.
Yeah. I have to give it to Guild Wars too. That's ingenious.
I
in
like
doing
it
that.
on.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
really smart.
I think sometimes Border, how far they put it, these bit tweaks. Because at some occasions I'm like...
It doesn't need tweaking at all.
I think in some places
Your
where...
weapons don't really nerfed at all.
Yeah,
you could probably
it's-
go one hit something in a level 6 area.
Yeah, I think it's your level. If you're going into something that's your same level as you, it still gets a little bit difficult. Which is really annoying.
That's what they
backtracking.
try to do. They've set up
Yeah,
a whole
they don't
area.
want you to go back there and one-shot everything with ease. They
Well,
want
They,
it to stay
they've
It's fair
done a
enough,
whole content around that. That's one of the ways you can level up.
I didn't enjoy having to backtrack through places because I forgot to do one thing. And then spending hours doing it because I'm the same level as my enemies who are ridiculously strong compared to me.
That's good. It's
Doesn't
good to
make
have a
sense.
challenge
It
and be the
requires-
same level.
What's the
You'd be
law
even
behind
more
it?
bored
What's the
if you
understanding?
went there and one-shotted.
No, I'd be happy. We'd go a lot still.
You
Yeah,
wouldn't.
I
You
would-
would get bored.
And loads of other people would get annoyed because you'd have friends playing it. Let's say, like, for example, if Dara got the game tomorrow and you wanted to backtrack and play with Dara and you just one-shot everything, I'm pretty sure Dara would tell you to go away to ruin the game.
I wouldn't say go away, you're ruining the game.
But in the way that they currently do it, where it insanely nerfs you, you would be able to play with Dara and he wouldn't even notice that you'd be like a level 80. He wouldn't even know what level you were unless you told him.
I don't
Yeah.
know whether...
Well, you can check in the party, but yeah.
But the thing is, Alex, despite that fact, the game is good, and we've all agreed that the game is good. It has some flaws, yes, definitely, but we're still not playing it. It's a good game. There probably hasn't been, apart from PlanetSide, a decent shooter out this year, other than Borderlands 2. And PlanetSide isn't even out yet. You need a beta access for that. So, you know, why have we not been playing it if we all think it's a good game?
Because it's better gained.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
I think it's just bad timing, as you said, because there's better
It is
time.
bad timing.
Yeah.
They should have waited.
However, I think the Technomancer or the Mechamancer would be... It's going to change a little bit, because it's going to allow people to have a little bit more fun. It seems like there's a class out of all of them so far.
Yeah.
Definitely, and while we're talking about Guild Wars 2 getting their innovative levelling system done right, which is the first for that kind of game, so you shouldn't really use that as an example for the Borderlands 2 levelling system. Everyone else will start doing it now that Guild Wars 2's done it. You guys all got Guild Wars 2, I never jumped on the bandwagon. How are you guys finding it?
I enjoy it.
It's a
I get bored.
Yeah, it has
Considering
its points. I think that some of the areas are really unbalanced when it comes to hearts.
Yeah.
Because one area, I was doing hearts, which basically hearts are just they're
quests.
the equivalent of the quest. It's just a lot easier.
But
'cause-
Although they do have
pretty
quest
nice.
lanes.
'Cause you
yeah, and then but like some areas have a lot of events and others don't. Like I remember going in a circle for a good hour and got 3 levels just really fast because I kept doing the same events because I kept coming up right as I finished the last one. The first one I did 15 minutes ago came back up like, oh, this is awesome. So just in this little circle of the same events, which it was entertaining because it was still challenging every single time I did it. And I get to the next area, And I'm not running into any events. I'm just having to rely on hearts, and it felt so slow compared to last area.
You have to do everything in the area to level up. You have to find all the
That's not true.
Yeah, I would
You
agree
can't.
with that.
You don't have to.
That is true.
But it's the fastest and most entertaining way to do it. And if you can't find them, and if you don't find some of them interesting, it gets very boring very quickly. You can't do the entire game without killing a single thing.
You could.
Yeah,
I don't see the point in that, really.
good luck.
You could
Yeah,
do it if
take
you
a
have
very long
enough.
time.
If you have enough materials to.
You can get
Craft.
to level 80 purely from crafting.
But it's just not fun, though.
Well, it depends on your playstyle. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
there are some insane crafting fanatics out there.
Well, you don't get much money from it. I don't understand how.
You could
in the
get a
real
lot
world,
of money from
In
crafting.
the real world, if you took 2 pieces of fabric and put it together to make a shirt, someone would pay more than the price of the material. Otherwise, there'd be no such thing as this. Yet in Guild Wars,
This
because
isn't
they
the
have to
real world.
balance things.
This is Guild Wars
And actually,
Yeah.
on that topic, there kind of is business in it, considering the Guild Wars technically has stocks which go up and down.
Yeah.
Kind of. They don't do it as well as RuneScape did theirs.
You're comparing Guild Wars to RuneScape.
I'm only comparing
RuneScape's
their
economy
pricing.
is actually pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Just saying, like their
Their
economy is
economy's
really
brilliant.
unique.
Economy in a new game is always failed to begin with because you have economy spikes with the higher levels and the
Yeah.
stuff that's not rare still being rare before they become common items. So you can't talk about a game's economy.
I mean,
on a
the
new
way they
game.
lay it out. I mean, with RuneScape, you can have a look at how much how much they think it's going to be, and what it was like a few days ago. So it's like a proper stock chart.
Yeah, but you can
However,
do
you
that
can only get them for
yourself.
gems.
You just need to put more effort in.
Yeah, however, you don't go to go in the stock market and go, excuse me,
The thing
you're
is,
off by heart
Alex,
when this is
the
happening.
thing is, then, is you can watch the stock changing from price to price to price to price.
You go hardcore.
Yeah,
You
it's
gotta
not
get a journal.
massively.
You gotta write down the prices from 2 days ago and then check it.
Yeah, but you don't expect a stock market guy to do that, do you?
You can even place your own orders, which, as far as I'm aware, you can't really do on any other MMO.
You can do it on RuneScape.
I'd say Guild Wars has one of the best economy.
Yeah, I think
trading.
it'll get better, especially after
should
this,
be.
after the
It took down
wave
the-
of
yeah.
items that aren't really that rare become like common, and the economy stabilizes and everything's correct. I think it'll be really strong.
I mean, they've been trying to fix it. 'Cause
Yeah.
the shop was down for like 2 days, a couple of weeks back, as they were trying to fix the economy on it.
I just think you could take a page out of RuneScape's economy book.
At least it's not like Diablo 3's economy.
Broken to hell.
Oh my god, so bad, so bad. Not good.
That's a different thing though, because the economy in that's ruined because of the real money auction house.
Even
That
before
one.
that, though, Dara, you had people that were selling items so like
Ridiculously
different. Like there was the
expensive.
exact same 2 swords in there. Some guy selling it for like 10K. The other guy selling it for 100K. It's just there was no real anything. Like,
Moderation.
It was like someone took a shotgun to their
When was the last time you played Diablo 3, Grave?
Was like a month ago. My friend got me on. And that was with the real money auction house now, which I think it's even worse now.
It's buy to win with that on there.
Yeah.
That you don't have any fun if you could just go, yeah, oh, I've got plenty of money, I can buy the best weapon. And smash, face smash anyone.
But
And
again,
it
I
could-
think you'll think that the economy in that game's probably settled down a lot more since you last played it. That's my point. Being with economy.
But you could probably go into PvP where people have bought weapons with real money. Which has been implemented as well. And get face rolled pretty easily.
Yeah.
'Cause I got some gold from a friend who was a higher level than me, and I got some of the best weapons for my level. I cleared everything with a couple of hits. It shouldn't really be like that.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But again, it's been a while since we've all
It's
played it,
debatable
so
on what can happen.
it's not your mate's friend that he fought friend's fault that he got that and you never, you know. He's probably played it longer.
Anyway.
But yeah, I just, back to the whole Borderlands 2 thing, like I say, it's a great game, but none of us have been playing it. I mean, I know, Grave, you're waiting on Doom getting a copy of it so you can level with someone.
Yeah.
But for the majority of us, we've just had better games to play. Orcs Must Die 2's been getting played. You know, all the games we've mentioned earlier. War of the Roses, we've been playing the hell out of today because it only just come out. Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
Because this podcast is recorded live on a Wednesday. PlanetSide 2, been playing the hell out of that as well. So there's never been time to play Borderlands 2 as much as I'm thinking it's a good game. It's just no time to play it.
Mm-hmm.
So, what we will normally do after all this, guys, is we would have a question section. Now, what this is going to be is a chance for you to ask us questions, anything you want. Can be personal, can be about games, can be to test Venom's math knowledge, or Alex's spelling abilities. Please try that one.
Do it. How's that fair?
So, if you have any questions, leave a comment below, or you can go to the website and post it in the forums, or you can private message any of us on TeamSpeak. Right now, though, however, we don't have any questions with this being the first episode, so any of you guys on TeamSpeak currently have any questions, we'll be quite happy to answer them for you. And that first question goes to Graveclaw.
Is this the answering Killer's question?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Salem, personally, starting it...
I want to read
really
the question
fun.
out first, Corey.
Yeah.
Huh?
Read the question out first.
What do you guys think
What
of
do
Salem?
you guys think of Salem? This is from Peanut.
Explain what
Killer
Salem
Thomas.
is first as well, by the way.
Alright. Well, from older podcasts, I did a little thing on Salem. Really fun. It's basically a crafting MMO, kind of like Minecraft, but a little bit more diverse. Graphics aren't obviously not up to par with most games, but it's not meant for good graphics. It's meant for the social aspect of it in the skin/crafting aspects. And I had fun with it for like a good 2 weeks, and it just started getting tedious, and I got really bored of it, and just moved on to other games. It just became one of those games I'm like, this isn't amazing anymore. It kind of died down for me. I'm still going to play it when it finally comes out, because right now it's in the beta. And hopefully, when I'm hoping that they wipe everyone, because there was definitely some people that were way higher up than others in it, and it felt a little like you could get ahead if you mooched off them.
I found that the players that were ahead of us were not slightly ahead, they were miles ahead, to the point where I felt like I was a good week of grafting and grinding behind, and I just got fed up repeatedly crafting the same things over and over because I didn't have the skills yet to craft the better stuff, and having to go out and find those items when we were in a zone where those items weren't. The game got repetitive, monotonous, wasn't enjoyable. Still in beta, so there's a lot of stuff lacking from the game, especially at the stage we were there. But yeah, Venom, the next question we're going to throw to you, if you want to read out what it is.
It's from Snake saying, when will the EuroGamers videos be on YouTube? We already have 2 of them already on YouTube, and there's pictures been uploaded to our website. I have a lot of footage at the moment, including the old Borderlands stuff that we did ages ago. I've got this
grip,
to do, and then the EuroGamer stuff. I don't know when they'll be up. They'll be up soon, probably. They're probably one of the highest priorities. But 2 are already up, so the others should be up within the following weeks.
Excellent. Okay then. Well, before we finish, guys, just a reminder that we are having a competition to win a copy of Black Ops 2. Details are on this YouTube channel. They're also on the Veritas RP website. And also, Alex, you got something to say as well.
Yes, on our last podcast that we did, which I was not here for, unfortunately, I apologise for that. There was quite a few messages in the comment section saying how much people would like to get Veritas hoodies. Now, on the forums, I have some information about the hoodies, how much they are in the UK and how much they are outside the UK. I've also told people how they can get them, and I'll also, just for you guys, give you the design if you want to print them out yourself on different things like coffee mugs or whatever. But yeah, we're doing it. We're not making any money on this, just to let you know. So the prices we give you are the best that I could find. It's the same one that we used. So just we'll put the link in the description. Those who want to find it and who are really with us at the moment, just check on our website. It should just scroll down a bit. It should be down there somewhere. Yeah.
Now, just to point out before we say goodbye, that this podcast, we took a lot of time setting it up and prepping it and scripting it and such and getting it ready, but we announced it at the last minute. So not a lot of people turned up to listen to it live. However, for those that did turn up, we want to say a big thank you. And as a thank, you're all going to be getting a copy of the Game of the Year edition of Elder Scrolls Morrowind, probably the ultimate best Elder Scrolls in the series. Yes, better than Skyrim, Alex. And well done, and thank you for turning up. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment the videos. Don't forget to mock Portain in the comments below, because even though he said his name in his girl voice, that's his actual real voice. And,
don't tell them.
It is.
And he speaks in a fake accent, so we will see you next week in the next podcast. Cheerio, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.